Hi, welcome to WhoNoob and WhoVeteran. The show where I'm a WhoNoob and the other guy,
Eugene,
he's
a WhoVeteran.
He's a WhoVeteran, and we're gonna review this week's episode of Doctor Who. Just for all of those watching, I haven't been.
Say the title of the episode.
I've forgotten the title. The
Zygon
Zygon
Invasion.
Invasion. The Zygon Invasion. I love you all at home.
Hey, stay on focus. Make the demands.
What?
Show them you have not been harmed.
I haven't been harmed much.
You have not been harmed
I've
at all.
not been harmed at all. I've not been harmed at all.
But you will be.
But I will be.
If the demands.
The demands aren't met. No, the demands include
Next week's episode.
next week's episode better be good,
Or else.
or else
You'll die
I'll die
a slow
a slow,
and painful.
painful and hairy death.
Very good. Hi, and welcome to WhoNoob and WhoVeteran, where I totally do not keep Russell as a kidnapped something or other.
Hostage.
Yeah, there we go, that's the word. You're not a hostage. That opening was acted
Which is
and
rare.
scripted.
It wasn't scripted.
It was scripted. Okay, now let's review today's episode of Doctor Who. The Zygon Invasion.
Yeah. What did you think?
I enjoyed it. It was, of course, it's the first in a two-parter, so you know it could all go downhill next week. But this is set up to be a really good story, I think. Big improvement over Peter Harness's last story, Kill the Moon.
Yeah. Oh, I hated that.
Me too.
I hated it. It was gross.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, nothing gross happened in it. It was just a gross episode.
Grossly written.
Grossly written. It wasn't very engrossing as an episode.
Yeah.
I liked it too.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I thought it was really good. I was confused as hell though at the beginning.
Yeah. I thought you would be.
Yeah. Well, because I hadn't seen the 50th what was
Anniversary
special. So I had no idea what these Zygons were and what was going on.
Yeah, well, okay, well, I shall inform you. So, okay, the Zygons don't come from the 50th. They first appeared in a story back in 1975 called Terror of the Zygons. Really good story, really good, fun story. And it's a big fan favourite, but the Zygons only ever appeared in that one story and never came back, despite being extremely popular, until the 50th anniversary special, in which then they brought the Zygons back. But they were more in a minor role. I kind of think of it more as like a glorified cameo rather than actually really being kind of the main focus of the story. But in the events of the 50th anniversary special, they set up this story though. You know, they had it so the 50th anniversary special had multiple doctors in it, which you could probably figure out.
Yeah.
At one point, they were all like, you know, they erased the memories of both the Zygons and the humans while the Zygons were in human form, so that the Zygons wouldn't know whether or not they're a Zygon or human, and the humans wouldn't know whether or not they're a human or Zygon, so that then they could negotiate the perfect peace because they wouldn't know what side they're on.
It's clever, very clever.
And then after they negotiate the peace, the Doctor gives them their memory back. And
Good on you, Doctor.
and that's where this episode starts up. Zygons have been living in peace for over a year now, but there's been a rogue faction that's been slowly but surely gearing up to go to war with humanity.
Awesome. And now we're at war, I guess.
I
Well,
guess
next,
so.
next episode. The war begins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So, any other questions?
Yeah, I've got plenty of questions. Well, not plenty. So that, oh, you just kind of answered my question there, because I said, because at the beginning of that episode, it showed them saying, you know, you will not know who's Zygon or not, but I guess that was just while they made the piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Zygons. Because even though Osgood's going on about the fact that, you know, I'm not the Zygon nor the human version, I mean, Osgood, at least I think Osgood knows whether or not she's the Zygon version or the human version. It's just that she refuses to answer because she's like, it's not important, you know?
Alright.
It doesn't matter if I'm a Zygon or a human.
Yeah.
You know, what matters is that we live together in peace.
Yeah. How nice.
But I am pretty sure that she does actually know which one she is, though.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Cool. Why? Well, I think I know why. But everyone else has been dying, right?
Yeah.
They've kept Clara alive. Now, did they keep Clara alive because... Well, I'm guessing because they wanted to get information.
Probably.
Yeah?
I'm guessing that's why they keep Clara alive, to
Yeah.
get information out of her head.
So when they zapped her, I was like, well, maybe she should be a ball of fur now. But
But then-
obviously,
But then again, there's that Osgood
There's that
earlier on
Osgood
in
as
the
well.
episode, so I guess
she's...
they've got like a stun zap and then a
Stun
kill
zap.
zap.
And it kills it. That's pretty handy.
Yeah.
Pretty handy.
But yeah, I don't know why they kept Clara alive. At the end, you know, the Zygon that's pretending to be Clara, Bonnie, I think her name was. I'll call her Bonnie.
Mm.
Anyway, so then Bonnie says, you know, Clara Oswald is dead, so I wonder if they have killed her now, or she was just saying that to, like, wind the Doctor up. But if Clara is actually dead now, then is this the point that she's leaving in the series?
Maybe.
Is she gone
I guess
now?
she's dead. Unless
Or-
he comes back and tries to save her.
I mean, but we
Which
know,
is not
we know that Cara's in episode 10 though. But then again, is
it
that
the
Cara,
Zygon? Yeah.
or is it the Zygon in episode 10?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, there's a question.
I think Cara's alive though.
Yeah, I think so too. I think she is. So,
Although I am pretty confident she's going to die this series, but I don't think this is the episode. I think that's probably going to be either episode 10 or episode 12, at my guess.
why did they keep Osgood alive? Because that was kind of pointless.
Look, I guess they kept Osgood alive so they had a hostage.
Yeah.
And having a hostage is always going to give you some levity.
Well, I wonder if, and I wonder
And
if...
then keeping Cara alive, I guess they're doing that to get information from her. I mean, we might find out next week, because this is a two-parter. All these questions might be answered next week.
Yeah.
As of right now, that those things don't totally make sense, but I think by next week, hopefully, they will make sense.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. And one other thing is, what did... Like, I know we discussed that we don't know, you know, we think she's either human, you know, she probably knows whether she's human or Zygon.
Yeah.
But what did the Doctor mean by you're both?
Zygon and human.
Yeah, the hybrid thing.
I don't know, because there's no... Like, there's nothing...
I thought it was one or the other, and then it was...
Well,
when he
yeah,
brought
exactly,
that out, and I was like,
Zygons are shapeshifters that can shapeshift into human form. That doesn't mean that they become part human, and the humans that they're pretending to be don't suddenly become part Zygon. That's never been a thing.
It's like if I put a bear suit on, I don't become part bear.
Yeah, I think what the Doctor's trying to get at is that she's not like... It's not on a biological level they're part Zygon, part human. I think he more means on a philosophical level. She's part Zygon and part human.
Right.
I
But
think.
it's like this. It's like they brought this hybrid up
Yeah, the hybrid thing.
a few times now.
Yeah, that's clearly the arc of the series, the story arc. Is it Osgood? Is it Ashilda? Is it Davros and the Daleks?
Who knows? We'll find out. But that's all of my questions.
Yeah. Okay, so, but overall, you like the episode?
Yeah, overall at the beginning I was like, what's going on? But then when I found that when there was the big twist of Clara being, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either, but on a rewatch though, you can sort of see little hints.
Yeah.
Mostly because, like, I never twigged because once Kara, and it didn't really kind of occur to me that maybe the companions of the Zygons. But two, also, everything she did made sense. It's like, okay, yes, call for backup before going in to invade the Zygon's territory and all that kind of stuff. And ask Kate what weapons they have to fight the Zygons.
And going back home to pick up...
Yeah, going back home to pick up some stuff.
So
But then on a repeat viewing, you're like, oh, she wanted to go back home, so then she could lead the unit woman to the Zygon base.
Yeah, because she can't just go, hey, I've got this feeling that there's stuff happening on underground from the elevators in London, because people would be like, woman, you crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also the fact that she was, asking Kate about all the weapons, that was because she wanted to know what kind of forces they were fighting. And then also, when she, said we need to get some backup, one, I now see that doesn't make sense because Kara's whole thing so far this series is that she's becoming reckless. Isn't it?
Yeah.
And I feel like the normal Kara, the real Kara, would probably...
we can do this ourselves.
Yeah, she never have occurred to her to get back up.
And
she'll just run straight in.
And it's funny because when that happened, I did think to myself, that's not Clara, but I didn't go, that's not Clara. Do you know what I mean? I was like, that's not like Clara,
Yeah. I didn't twig because I was like, yeah, okay, sure, that totally makes sense. But now, looking back, and I'm like, yeah, that's not in character of Clara to do that.
Yeah.
But it makes sense because she's a Zygon and she wants to get all the unit people in there so that they can kill them all.
Yeah. And she's done a good job.
Yeah. And I have to say, Jenna Coleman's performance when she suddenly, when it's revealed that she's...
Yeah, she's like somebody else, eh?
Yeah, it's
she's
like,
really good.
It's like she's suddenly gone from being Kara to then being an Imperial officer from Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's all I was thinking, like, I really now hope that she gets
that grin that she gives the lady when the lady starts, when the reveal sort of comes through.
Yeah.
And she turns and she's like, this little smile.
Yeah. She is creepy.
And I was like, ooh.
But yeah, I want to see her in a Star Wars film as an Imperial officer. Not a Sith, just a normal person, but an Imperial officer, because she's got the sort of the charisma, the stance, the sort of powerful presence, and also the British accent.
Yeah.
And you need to be British if you want to be an Imperial in Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it should be good.
Yeah, so Star Wars Episode 8 or Episode 9 or even one of the anthology films, just...
Sort it out.
Yeah, I hope she gets a role in Star Wars from Doctor Who. I
know what you'd like.
What?
I'm going to tell you what I think you'd like.
What?
The opening.
The opening titles being in sync again. Yes! Like, this is what, 5 episodes in a row now? Yeah! They're...
Good work.
Good work for doing your jobs properly.
Yeah.
Should we be saying...
No.
Yeah.
Just keep up the...
Normal work. Yeah.
What else?
Well, one thing which I found really funny was Kara's answer phone. I'm either on the tube or I'm in outer space.
Yeah. And then when he's like, change your voicemail, it's getting boring.
Yeah.
Sorry for the ridiculous accent.
I really liked how kind of dark this episode got, of the kidnapping children and shoving them in body bags while they're still screaming and they're inside there screaming, and I'm like, how did they get permission from the BBC to do this?
Well, they probably they bargained with him, because they were probably like, look, we're about to kill these 2 girls on screen, and they're like, whoa, no. They're like, okay, we'll make them transform back to their Zygon self, and then we'll kill them, but we're going to chuck some kids in some body bags. And they're like, okay, if you're not going to kill the 2 girls, we'll let you throw kids in body bags.
Maybe. Yeah. But I mean, I don't think it's crossing the line though at all.
No.
And I like Doctor Who being dark. That's usually when I like Doctor Who best, is when it's being extremely dark and pushing the line for what's acceptable and family-friendly viewing.
Yeah. It was weird. I found it really weird that they turned the girls back. Like, that was probably for
just keeping it family-friendly.
Yeah.
I also here's another little thing that added rewatchability, like the reveal of Kara. Another neat little thing is that how you've got the little hay bales rolling around in the Mexico City. truth or consequences.
Mm.
But then also, that's also how they look like after they get killed by the Zygons.
So we've got dead people rolling around.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Like, you don't notice it first time you watch it because you're just like,
Yeah.
hey, there's a hay bales, and that's what you get in America, right?
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
American things. And then on a second viewing, you're like, oh, hang on, wait.
Yeah. Whoa!
Those are the... Oh, those are the... Oh, gross.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Ew. Ew. Right. Okay.
Did it's good we haven't seen any cows come along and start eating them yet, but
Oh, okay.
too fast. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, and so talking about rewatchability, like, because I watched it a second time,
Yeah.
and the first time I watched it, I was really confused. If you watch it and you are confused, give it a second watch because you pick up heaps more.
Yeah.
I picked up heaps more.
It's a very fast-paced episode.
Yeah, and
It's,
like
it's kind of weird because last week was very slow-paced, and a lot of people found last week to be very boring and uninteresting. But I thought last week was one of the best episodes we've had in years because it just focused on this character dynamic between the Doctor and Ashilda. But you know, if you want to know our thoughts on last week's episode, watch our review. Yeah. Check out our channel, unsubtle plug.
But yeah, the thing is too with
Oh yeah, sorry. I was basically saying that last week was very slow paced, whereas this week's very fast
Yeah,
paced.
really
It's kind of like a sudden like, wait, what's going on? This is so different.
and like for instance, unless you've seen the episodes the past episodes that relate to this one, watching it from the start, you're kind of like, what the hell? But once you've watched it through the first time, more things get explained later that helps you understand what the hell they're talking about in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. They've updated the Zygon's powers a bit. I actually quite like what they're doing with the Zygons and sort of changing their powers up a bit. I preferred it back in the old days when they used to have stingers at the end of their fingers and they'll grab people and then sting them to death. But now they just zap them, which isn't quite as horrifying, but yeah. It's not a deal breaker though.
There's one thing I want to bring up, which I got the feeling we might have a little disagreement about.
Okay, so.
You really
Ending argument for the video.
Ending argument for the video. What did you think? You might have not liked it either, but I got a feeling you like this mushy stuff. The scene where the guys go up in there outside the house and then the mother comes out but you don't know if it's a Zygon and then she's saying, it's your mother, I'm not a Zygon.
Yeah.
Come inside. And did you like that scene?
I did, but I thought it would have worked much better if there was no music.
Yeah. Exactly what I thought. On second watching.
No argument? I was looking forward to an argument.
Yeah, no, I'm pleased. Yes. Boom. Okay. The music. Like, I understood what they were trying to do, and it could have been awesome.
Yeah, well, I think the way that it was shot and acted and written was pretty much perfect.
Yeah.
It just needed. I don't even think it needed no music, because towards the end of the scene, it got it right, because then it started just having like a... and kind of dropped the sappy music, and that would have been either no music, or have just kind of like the one note that just constantly starts getting louder and louder and louder and gets you more and more on edge.
Yeah.
It needed either unsettling music or no music.
Yeah.
But instead they went for sappy emotional music.
And I was like, and it just made me think, all it does with that sappy music is make us as an audience member go, they're trying to get us to be emotional towards this. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't. It was written well enough.
Yeah.
And the idea behind it was good enough
for it to be just emotional.
To be emotional as it is. It's like watching this unfold for this poor guy that's trying to decide whether he's about to shoot his mother or not. You know, and that's enough. Don't overdo it.
Yeah, exactly what I thought. I still thought it was a good scene, just that it was a good scene that should have been a great scene, but because of the music choice was just lowered to a good scene.
I was watching it and it was the thing I least liked about the whole episode. But it was all because of the music. It probably would have been the thing I most liked about the episode if they'd got it right.
With the music.
With the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there were some parts of the acting where I thought, you sound a bit whiny, but
I think it's just the American accents.
I think that's just the American accents.
Yeah.
You know.
I have a terrible feeling that we've just alienated any American viewers watching this.
Yeah. No, we love you, Americans.
Yeah. Did we say American accents are whiny? We didn't say that. We said American accents are joyful.
Joyful.
And fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
only some American accents are whiny.
Yeah, like
that guy's.
Way to go for ruining our recovery, Russell.
Ah. Wow.
So this was a good introduction to the story. Can't wait to see how it unfolds next week. I hope it keeps up the quality.
See you next time. Stay American.
Or British.
Or British or whatever.
Australian.
Or Zygon, you know.
Yeah, Zygon.
Be peaceful.